Hey guys, it's me Miranda, and I'm back today to show you what I've been working on / coloring for Mer-May. And then at the end I am going to show you two pictures that I illustrated / watercolored. So if you're interested, those will be there. But let's just jump into what I've worked on so far for Mer-May. I'm going to start with the first picture that I did. So if you watched any of my other videos, you will probably know that Hot Tropics Tiki Pinup Coloring Book by Carla Magana. This is not the first book that I've bought from Carla, but it is the first one that I've actually colored in, and it is quickly becoming my favorite. So I figured why not start there for Mer-May, and this is what came about. So while I show you, I'm just going to tell you what I used and kind of how the process went. I used Parku markers for lay down of color, and then I went over with Crayola colored pencil to add some shading and whatnot. And then I went in, I have a whole set of jelly rolls, so there's jelly roll glitter on her. And then I also added Crayola Super Tips as the watercolor for the background and on the rock. So you may notice that she has dots on her. That was intentional for the skin. I wanted to make her look like she had scales, and I went in with a colored pencil at first, and that did not go well. So luckily I was able to erase most of it off, which I am not telling you that you can erase Crayola colored pencil. I'm just saying it worked for me in my situation. I wanted to lighten it up, and that is what happened. So thankfully you can't see too much of it on camera, but up around her hairline you can still see like a green tinge. But anyway, any hoosers. I also added some more circles to her fin here, and then you can see where I added the glitter. I wanted to keep her mostly the glitter one, and I wanted to keep the glitter in her hair mostly around her face. So, and then this was my first time using the Crayola Super Tips as a watercolor, and I am so happy with the way that this background came out. I think that it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted something very blotty and messy, and just, to me, it's exactly what I wanted for this picture. And then I also tried using Crayola Super Tips as watercolors down here on the rock to get some shading and whatnot, and it actually came out really good for the rock. So that is this little lady. Give you a good shot of all that glitter action. Oh yeah, and her tattoos, and her eye makeup, and her lips all glittered up. Okay, so while we're in this book, I'm also going to show you the picture that I'm currently working on. I'm not done, that's why this page is in here. This is this little lady. So as you can tell, the background is much more saturated with color. And this page was a mess. It has been a mess the whole time. So I started off, I wanted to make a Ralph, because if you watched Carla Magana's YouTube channel, you will know that she always has a Ralph. And I was like, well, what better way than to make one myself, you know? So I grabbed my metallic gold marker out of my Parku set, and if you can tell down here by his teeth, it's really pretty, and that's the color that normally comes out of the marker. But then it acted like it was drying out, which it shouldn't be, because I haven't used that marker that much. So I set it down on its side to really let the juices get into the tips, you know. And I picked it back up and I started using the chisel tip, and I'm not sure if it's the actual ink inside of the marker or if it was the tip, like the chisel tip. But not only did it come out way more heavily I don't know, you can just see the line here from what it was coming out to what then started coming out. And it also was leaving chunks, and I think it was chunks of the marker. I don't think it was chunks from the paper, because there is a layer of this gold. So we just went with it. I don't think you can tell too much, and I think he came out okay. But then I also have these two silver ones, and I like the way that they came out. Again, I used jelly roll. I have the metallics, so I had a silver and a gold one, and I did the accents in those colors. And then for the, we'll move up the page, and for the mermaid here, let me give you a zoomed in show of her. I use, again, Parku markers for the base, and then I went over, I actually used, I have the Faber-Castell, the color grip pencils, and I really like those, so I used those on her. And she obviously has some glitter in her fins. There's a metallic on these beading for her top, and then a lot of glitter and metallic in her bracelet. And I wanted to make her green and pink, but I don't want to do a normal green tail. So I decided to give her Billie Eilish's style of old school hair, because now she's blonde, but any hooser. And then obviously for the background here, I went in with some sparkle gel pen. And then actually for the watercolor on this background, these two squares are marker. So I have to finish those. I'm going to finish her body and give her, I think I want to do just kind of like dotting like I did on the other one. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, the background on this one is the Neo colors, and this was one of the first times playing with those, so I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. If well, I just really think that I like a splotchy kind of unfinished background for water. I'm not too sure that it goes with the picture very good, but I like it. So anyway, enough about that one. I'm still working on her. I'm going to finish up the skin. Excuse me. And then I might add some like doodly details on these squares so they're not so solid just sitting there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do to finish this page, because I'm playing around with a lot of ideas right now. So that is all for Karen Lagana's Hot Tropics. The next set of pictures, let me set this book aside. The next set of pictures is actually from Deborah Muller, and this is off her Etsy shop. So she had a pack of 3 mer creatures. They're all animals, and I bought them and downloaded them, and this is the one that I finished right away. So again, it's Parku markers with Prismacolor colored pencil, and then of course I use jelly roll pens. So there's a metallic in the banner or the ribbon, and then there are some glitter in her tail or her fin, and then there's a metallic gel pen in her bracelet. There's a neon, just a little touch in the little flower, and then glitter on the bubbles, of course. So also, this is intentional. My Lily has brindle on her, so I wanted to give her brindle spots, and I actually really like the way that they came out in this picture, because that's exactly how Lily's brindle looks. So I'm pretty happy with that brindle. I think it came out good. So I think she came out cute. And then again, I used the Crayola Super Tips as watercolor for the background. And the page already had these like divided lines going up the page. So I just kind of used it to, you know, use the gradients of color going up the page. So that one is finished. She looks adorable, I think, with all this glitter and whatnot. I think that all mermaids should be a little glittery, but that's just my opinion. Let me set that aside. This is, now the next two are also from that same pack that I was talking about from Deborah Moeller, but I laid down marker base, and that's as far as I got on them. And it was just really fun coloring with marker. So I do have plans on doing the Crayola Super Tip as a watercolor for the background, and then I would like to go in with at least some gel pen to add some details. I don't know if I'll go in with colored pencil, but if I do, I really did like using the Prismacolors, or I might use Crayola. But anyway, I gave this one a really dark border, but I kind of wish I would have went in with the green that I used for the leafy parts right here, because I really like that green. But it's done now. So that is for the bunny. And then this is the Mercat out of the collection, and I chose to go really neon with this one. I don't know if I like the neon choices that I made. I don't know if I like my choices on this one. But it's different, and I didn't want to make them all look the same. So, and I also don't know if I want to go in on the fur back here. Oops, dog hair. I don't know if I want to do a color for her fur, or if I want to keep it kind of peachy, because she does have purple on her fur. We'll see. So, like I said, I do plan on finishing these two. I just for now, I just was having fun getting marker on the pages. So that is all that I have completed. I do have another whip that I'm working on right now. These are so far just with colored pencil. This is with the Faber-Castell color grip pencils. And I'm just having fun, taking my time, doing all the leafy stuff, adding color. Yeah, so that is that page. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I should show you what book this is from, huh? But you can probably guess. It's from A Million Mermaids by Lulu Mayum. I just had it clipped open. But yeah, let me clip this back so I can... Okay. So that is all that I have really like finished or that I worked on. So now I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I drew / watercolored. So I follow Dee Dee Willingham on YouTube, and I watch her streams kind of religiously. And if you don't watch her channel and you're interested in art stuff, you should really go watch her channel. She's really good. But one of the things on her channel this week was you picked 4 prompts, you drew them, you added all the prompts in. I'm sorry, this was last week. You drew them, added them all in. So the 4 prompts that I got were beach, truck, hedgehog, and clock. So I really stink at drawing cars. Like, I have absolutely no, like, I don't even care that I stink at drawing cars. That's how bad I don't want to draw them. So I just drew a truck. And we'll start down here. I drew a truck with a crab, and I added a little bit of glitter or shininess to the tires down here. And I made the tires have like coral in them. And that's a crab driving the truck. And this is a crab stealing the alarm clock. And next we'll move up here to the little hedgehog who's getting a sunburn because they stole his alarm clock. So that was intentional, that break there of color. And I gave him glittery sunglasses. Isn't that cool? And then obviously he is laying on a beach. And I drew in all this foliage back there. And then I actually used a watercolor, the Neo colors, to watercolor everything. Except for the crabs and the truck. And then I did a little bit of detailing, and that was all with Crayola colored pencil. So, and then up here we had a bit of a fiasco with the yellow, and I tried to fix it with some super colors, Crayola super tips, I'm sorry. And it just came out more blotchy. Yeah, so that is my first stab at it. I think overall it turned out pretty good. I was happy with myself. I haven't been drawing in a long time, so I really have been feeling the urge and the pull to get back into it. So this was one thing to help me get there. And this is the final thing that I have to show you. So I actually drew this. I have Johanna Basford's How to Draw book. I think that's what it's called. You know the one that I mean. But I have been taking a lot of inspiration, and like I said, I haven't been drawing in a long time. I want to get back into it. So I've just been using that book to kind of help guide me into back into drawing and whatnot. And I always have loved doing flowers. So I drew this wreath of flowers, and then I went in with the Crayola Super Tips, and this was actually the first time using them as watercolors. So I added some detail with white gel pen and black gel pen at the end, but I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. For the first time jumping back into illustrating anything or drawing anything, and first time using the Crayola Super Tips, I was pretty happy with this. So that is what I've been working on so far. Let me know if you guys have an Instagram that I can follow if I'm not following it, because I live on Instagram pretty much. And let me know if you guys are interested in seeing more of these kinds of videos, or if you just want to see more hauls or, you know, whatnot. But I guess I'm gonna go. And I'm also toying, quick note, I'm also toying with the idea of maybe doing coloring chat, especially for Mer-May. It'll probably be on a weekend, so let me know what you guys think. I think I want to do a pre-filmed coloring chat that I can just kind of release instead of a live coloring chat, because yeah, I'm a newer channel and that's just where I feel comfortable right now. So let me know what you guys are interested in. Let me know if you guys have any of these pictures. If you colored them, I would really love to see them. If you have any ideas of things that I should do for my coloring or my channel, please be nice about my drawings, because I'm very sensitive about them. And if you guys are mean, I won't show anymore. So any hooser, that was a long goodbye. But I hope you guys have a nice weekend. Enjoy your night or day or mid-afternoon, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.